Hello everybody, how is everybody doing? Today we have slightly different thing going on. We're gonna be playing Magic Online, and we have several choices. We've upgraded with the number of cards we have. I've decided to jump in on it and grab a couple more to have more variation of what we actually do in the stream. So right now we have at least one version of modern hardened skills, and this is the version that is closest to what Mr. Surrey. And if you're interested who it is, make sure to go on YouTube and punch in MRSERI, and you're gonna see his awesome channel as well. He did score a top 32 recently in the Modern Challenge, and his list was very similar to this one. The only changes I made were to modify the land list and the sideboard to actually make it a little bit more budget, so that I don't have to cash out too much money on it. And we still have our Pioneer Hardened skills, beaters, and we have the Dorks, and we also have Standard now, which we can also play with the sideboard. All these deck lists you can find on the Stream Decker. If you go on the link on the right, you're going to be able to actually see the current deck. And if you click on it, it's going to bring you to the whole deck list as well as other deck lists, which will have these. If you're not interested in that, you can always jump down below, and I believe there is a panel down there that's going to say My Decks. And in those decks, you can actually find all of these decks that I'm describing here and that we will be playing. If there are any changes, I try to do it right away or at the same day. So couple of things. We didn't give away the code last time. It seems like nobody wants the code, but if you guys are interested or anyone else is interested, we have an arena code. It's to be exact, it's a code for 6 boosters. It's from a pre-release. I have an extra, so I'm giving that away. All you have to do is go to one of the YouTube videos, doesn't matter which one, I'll see it anyways. You can just leave a comment on one of the videos with your favorite Magic set of all the time, and the one you think brought some changes, and how you view Magic, and anything else you want to say about it. As long as you leave a comment, I'm gonna see it and I'll enter you into the giveaway, and we will give this code away on Sunday, so you have time till Sunday. Sunday we'll be doing another stream, and that's mainly gonna be probably arena stream, but we'll check. We'll see on Sunday, because I'm really excited for the modern and standard, so might be arena, and probably gonna do standard hard scales, or we'll do some drafts. We'll see about that. For today, I've had a couple of interested faces that said they would like to see some modern, so I think that's what we're gonna be doing today. We will be doing some modern hardened skills. Not really familiar with the modern. I haven't played modern skills a lot. I do know the general idea. I do know some interactions, but I'm not like a professional, so it's gonna take me a little bit of time to actually get used to all the small tiny bit interactions in here, but hopefully it's not gonna be that bad. So I think we can jump into modern right now. And we'll play tournament practice. While we were waiting, you guys should know that other than giving away code, there's a lot of other ways that you can support a channel and help out me in particular to actually bring in more content, more interesting decks, more interesting funky cards to play around with in our decks, and that is to either go down below, click on the links to Card Hoarder, to Mana Traders, MTGO Traders, and purchase tickets, cards through those links. And you essentially gonna get, for Card Hoarder, I believe you get 1 free bot credit, and the other one you just support the channel. Alright, so we got our first modern game. You going first? Awesome. Okay. What have we got? We got a Ravager, we got a couple interesting lands. Slightly too many lands, but Nothing really explosive, but we do have Ink Moth Nexus and Blink Moth Nexus, so I might actually keep this. If Ravager gets to survive, we can get it pretty big as long as we draw a Hardened Scales. My opponent is mulliganing down to 5. That's a chance. Alright. So our turn is first. We will probably play the Ink Moth Nexus to start with, and also play Animation Model. And pass the turn. So the idea I have here is probably to just attack him with Ink Moth Nexus for 1, but we were playing against Tron, so gotta be careful here. Our turn, we got a Forest. We could make a Servo right now. Or not. No, we can't make a Servo. We can play the Ravager. Which I don't think I want to do right now. Throne of Death doesn't really help here. Let's play a Forest, I guess. Or the Citadel. Let's play the Citadel. We will make this into a creature. Go to combat. Attack him for 1, in fact. Okay. There is 1, in fact. Sacrifices the Sphere. Plays the Mine. And a Walk-in Ballista. Well, that's scary. Okay. Seems good. Seems good and scary at the same time. Alright, so what's the plan now? Well, we can play a Llanowar Reborn, play the Hangback Walker, and try to move the counter from the Reborn to the Hangback Walker, which will probably get shot. But it might be our best bet right now, since I don't want to lose the Ravager for now. Yeah, sure. Not gonna activate that. Nope. Let's play the Hangback Walker. See if he wants to shoot it with the Ballista. There is a shot from the Ballista. We'll make a 1-1, which we can still move the counters onto the 1-1, but I'm not really into that right now. So we'll go okay. We will say no. And no for the animation module. I'm new to the triggers of the cards like animation module and so forth in the MTGO, so I'm still trying to make sure I don't do any stupid mistakes here, so bear with me while I do that. Chromatic Star. Sacrifices the star. There's another power plant. It doesn't have Tron yet. And there's another Ballista. No, we will not graph for him. Well, that's a bummer. Don't really like that. Let's play the Blink Moth Nexus. We will play the Azalith right now. could play the Ravager and start sacrificing stuff, which would be super fun right now. Yeah, I guess I can play Ravager right now. Definitely can. Even if he tries to shoot it, we can save it. Animation module. Animation module. And do we want to graft? Pretty sure that we want to graft this. So we'll say yes to the graft. Shooting the Ravager right now is not an option for the opponent. The big question is, do we want to actually pay for the animation module? This is going to make us another servo, which is an extra artifact, so definitely a yes, I think, even though I won't be able to activate Nexus, and I'm hoping that the Ravager is not going to die, but we do have Azelit, just in case. There is that. So let's say yes. We'll pay for one of the animation module's abilities. And no for the other. Go to combat, and we'll attack the opponent for 1. And pass the turn. So I guess the biggest question right now is whether the opponent is going to have the Tron, which he doesn't right now. Been going on for a long enough time. And I'm guessing the biggest thing we're missing right now is the Hardened skills. If we had Hardened skills right now, that would be potentially lethal next turn. Ancient Stirrings. Might see the other Tron land here. Nope, it's a forest. Okay. Opponent has a forest. We got it. Cool. Let's go to sideboarding. Quite hard to respond to Arcbound Ravager there. Well, Dampened Sphere is definitely nice here, I think, against Tron. Don't really see any other interactions. Torpor Orb doesn't really help. Maybe a Dismember, but I would rather capitalize on the speed here. So Dampened Sphere would be the only thing that I would like to bring in here. And what are we gonna drop? Well, that's still under question. I haven't played this deck enough to actually figure out what are we dropping. Guess I can drop one animation module, not to touch the creatures. We have only 21 creatures in the deck, so I would like to keep it that way. So one animation module is going to be dropped, and I would drop probably an Overseer, since it's most vulnerable to the Walking Ballista. Or the Mimic. Either or is pretty vulnerable. Seems like opponent just conceded it. Okay, well, good for the opponent. I think it was wise to drop the animation module, or maybe even 2, or drop one animation module and one Mimic in there. Okay, so we got another game. We'll go in second here. We got Ancient Stirrings, double of them. 3 of them, actually. Wow. It's a lot of Stirrings. And we do have a Forest for that, as well as the Hardened skills. And a Walker. That's going to be a key. We are on the draw. The hand is not that bad, especially with the skills in hand right now. Opponent is mulliganing down to 5. We're quite lucky to see those opponents. They're mulliganing down to 5. And it's his turn. There's a Forest. And opponent passes. Alright. Let's play a Forest. Let's play the scales. We'll pass the turn after this. That resolves, so we can pass now. There's a second Forest. Incubation Druid, interesting. Could be elves. Should we play Inkmoth right now or the Forest? Well, what I want to play right now would be the Hangback Walker. That's for sure. I guess I'll play the Inkmoth here. Although if we draw another Forest, but I would like to attack with the Inkmoth, so that's going to be Inkmoth, Hangback, pass the turn. Next time we can play 2 Stirrings. I'll play 1 and a Ballista or whatever is going to come in there. Hopefully a Ravager. I'd like to see a Ravager here. This could be a quick kill. Overgrowth. Alright. No attacks, and it's our turn. There's a Ballista. Ooh. That's nice. Well, we'll play the Forest. I'll play the Stirrings. Let's see what we get. We have another Ballista, a Worker, and a Citadel. I guess I'll grab Ballista here. Or we could grab the Worker. Maybe Worker is a better option here, actually. Could guarantee a faster kill here. I'll play the Worker right now. And up our Hangback Walker. Let's grab the Walker. The Worker. And all these go on the bottom. So we'll play the Worker right now. I guess we can pass the turn here now. Yep. Pass the turn, end of step, we will up our Hangback Walker up to 4. Hopefully one of these 3 stings is gonna give us the Ravager. There's a ton of mana. We got 5 mana coming in. Overbeing of Myth. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hand. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card. Awesome. Seems good. Alright, so end step, we want to put 2 more counters on a Walker. And it's our turn. We got a Throne of Gath. Let's play one of the Stirrings. Another Worker. Yet we did not get the Ravager. I guess we'll grab the Worker. Let's play another Stirrings. There was the Ravager. We found what we needed. So let's grab that. We'll play the Citadel. Probably play the Ravager right now. We'll go to combat, and I'll most certainly attack for 6, which I don't think he's gonna block. That's 6 early damage coming in. Alright. Just need to get to 14, and I think if we play Ballista next turn, we should be able to deal lethal. If my calculations are not wrong. Dublin season. Ooh. That's gonna be some big play here, I guess. Maybe he needs another turn to set up, but we should be finishing him off next turn though. Alright, another walking ballista. Alright. Well, I was hoping to see a land, but no land. Nevertheless. Let's see here. I play a worker. That's an additional artifact. We play a ballista. And we up the Hangback Walker. And thus we sack the Hangback Walker to the Ravager. That makes 6 more artifacts. That puts a counter on the Ravager. Up to 4. Yeah, we should be fine like this. I don't want to counter right now. It's going to take a little bit of time. So instead, well, let's play it right now. It's going to be a worker. A ballista. Use the Hangback Walker. Sack the Walker. Put a counter on the Ravager. In this case 2. We will sack this Worker. Put it on the Ravager. Yep. Okay. We'll sack another Worker. Put a counter on the Ravager. That's up to 14 already. And I guess we can just put him on the Ballista now and kill him. Okay. And we have the win here. Cool. Opponent saved us time by surrendering there. Now, what do we want to bring in here? Still no idea what opponent's playing. This is the first time I'm seeing a deck like that. I'm guessing something experimental. I don't recognize it from the competitive list at all. So maybe Dampen Sphere is gonna help out here. Just because he is definitely rampant there. And maybe Nature's Claim. Or Dismember. One or the other would be great. I guess Dismember is gonna come in. What are we dropping? Well, I do think we can drop an animation module. I think the Giants can go in this case. And one more thing, which I think is gonna be one Mimic. Just gonna drop that Mimic. Okay. Let's see how it goes. No idea, but we'll see. It's quite fun. It takes some thinking to do to make sure that you have enough damage, but maybe I could have won a turn earlier, but I don't think so. I needed that Ravager, and that only came from the steerings. This game, I think, is going to be slightly different because we have a Ravager already. We got double Nexus and a Citadel. That's 3 artifacts right there. 4, 5. And steerings can find us the Ballista, and we have the green for it. Definitely a keep. No reason not to keep this. Especially we are on the draw. There's the Forest. Landwar Elves, definitely ramping. We got our Hardened skills. And I think that's what we're gonna start with. Just play the Hardened skills pass. There's an Incubation Druid, even more amp. And another Llanowar Elves. Cool. Llanowar Reborn. I could actually play that right now to make sure the Ravager gets even more counters. So let's play that. We'll play the Starings now, hopefully find a Ballista, which we did not. We got a Walker, Worker, and a Sphere. Sphere doesn't help right now, so I'm not even gonna pick that. The Hangerback Walker is not bad, so I might actually grab the Hangerback Walker here. And we'll pass. The next turn we'll play the Walker. And the Inkmat Nexus, I guess. This way Walker is going to be on 4 counters. With the craft from the Llanowar Reborn. That's a lot of mana. Okay, he's going to adapt. Has 3 more mana available. Which he uses to play an Overgrowth. Should have grabbed that Tempest here, but it doesn't really matter. He has a ton of mana right now available. We gotta speed the things up, which I unfortunately cannot do yet. At least I don't really see a way to do that yet. Let's play the Nexus. And play the Walker. And pass the turn. Something huge is gonna come in right now. That's a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 10 mana. If he's playing with the Eldrazi, that's gonna be an Eldrazi right here. That's 11 mana. Oh. Seems like we're gonna see something huge come in. Incubation Druid number 2. Has 1 more card left in hand. That's 5. Adapts. I don't think he has big plays right now, actually. Alright, our turn. We got another Citadel. Not great, not fantastic, but it is okay. We could attack with the Inkmoth Nexus, and I'm trying to see if we can get a kill here, because we actually might with the Ravager. Play the Ravager, activate the Nexus, and attack. Especially if we play the Citadel right now, I think it might actually work. So let's play the Ravager. Okay. Now we gotta... You can't really activate the Walker one more time, so that's gonna be 4. So that's gonna be 4 other artifacts. So 4 times 2, that's gonna be 8 counters, so that's 10. That should be lethal. Let's make this into a creature. We'll sack this. Okay. It gets a counter. Sack that. Sack that. Sack that. And sack that. And now we sack this to itself. Okay. Yes. Okay. Combat. Swing 14, in fact. Doesn't have blockers. Let's game. Wow, what a deck. This is sick. That's a good deck. I'm enjoying this a lot. So we won 1 game with lethal from Ballista, and the other one was lethal infect. Seems good. This deck literally sped up from playing almost nothing for the couple turns into winning in a single turn. Absolutely nuts. But I'm loving this so far. Really, really awesome. Okay, well, let's play one more. There's a game we can play right now. Let's get one more going. I'm liking the deck so far. I'm actually debating whether we should play a League in Pioneer tomorrow or a League in Modern. And I'm more inclined towards Modern for now, but I need to see more matches and more competitive decks in play. It's not a bad idea to actually check out what is being played in Modern Competitive right now. I'm gonna take a quick sneak peek onto the Modern lists here. So Tron seems like has the most mana right now, followed by Mono Red, Goblins in the third, Band Control. Although I think Band Control is no longer going to be such a big threat because of the Astrolab. And we got a Sultai Control, Dredge, Junt, and Gruul. Okay, well that's a lot of variation actually. Seems like the person doesn't want to play. Okay, let's play our own. And we got a game right away. Cool. You playing first? That's the life. No lands. Mulligan? Much better. Gotta decide what we want to drop from here. I like all of them. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. We'll keep, and I think I'm gonna drop the Citadel. Or the Steerings, one or the other. Let's drop the Steerings. I want as many artifacts as I can, I guess. Although I thought about keeping the Steerings and dropping the Citadel, but we do have all the pieces on our hand. We get Thoughtseize, that's gonna be unfortunately pretty bad. Alright, turn 1. We'll play the Citadel. Play the Ozlet. Pass the turn. Maybe we should have kept that Steerings. It could have been a pretty good idea, I think, to keep it. A Blood Crypt untapped. That's definitely a Thoughtseize coming away. Yeah. Should have kept the Steerings. That would have at least kept us flowing for a little bit. So he has a choice between Ballista and Ravager. Both of these are pretty bad for him, but I think Ballista is worse. And it's a wise choice to grab Ballista instead of the Ravager. Seeing that we don't have any other creatures, it was definitely a good choice. That's a land, which I cannot afford to play right now, I think. I'll play the Citadel and I'll play the Ravager. I'll pass. Worst comes worst, I can always cycle the lands to make sure I put the most counters on Ozlet. Yeah, there's the Fatal Push. Do we want to sack the Citadels? It's going to be around 3 counters, and we can play a Reborn and a Forest next. I'll leave 1. I'll let this resolve. I'll leave 1. I'll get 2 counters on Ozlet. The fact that he thought Caesars in turn 1 actually gave him a lot of advantage this game. And like I said, I'm new to the Modern, so I might have made a bad choice by... that's funny. A bad choice by dropping the Steerings on the bottom of the library. Maybe I should have kept it. And I thought about it after I did it, that we're probably playing against the Thoughtseize turn 1, and that actually happened. Well, that was a nice empty play there. We got another Ozolith. That doesn't make me happy at all. Let's play Llanowar Reborn. And pass the turn. We're kind of in a top deck mode. There's the Steam Vents. Tapped. Interesting. Hang it back. Hang it back. Guess we can play it. It's gonna get pushed. I'm pretty sure. Not going to graft yet. Although I could. I did resolve. So you might as well. Go to combat. There's the Lightning Bolt coming in on the Walker. Guess it has to happen. So we get a couple more counters on Ozolith. We'll get a couple of Thopters flying around. Alright. Put the counters on one of the Thopters, I guess. No reason not to. And we'll pass. So I don't know how long that Thopter is going to survive here. It definitely survives another Lightning Bolt. It doesn't survive a Fail Push. Having Ozolith is really nice. One passes. You got it forced. Don't care about playing right now. Let's go to combat. See if we can attack. Attack for 6. Opponent is at 13. Snapcaster for a push. Okay. The push is gonna happen. Pushes the Thopter. We get 4 counters on the Ozolith. He's still gonna take 1 down to 12. Let's see how much more responses he has right now. That's another land. There's Inquisition. He can grab my other Ozolith. I don't care. Seems okay. And pass. Has 1 card in hand. Attack for 2. Okay. Down to 18. We haven't lost any life yet, which is, I think it is a nicer touch as opposed to the Pioneer list. We're not losing as much life from lands. In this case, any life from the lands. Let's play the Worker. Combat. Put on a Thopter to make sure that we attack for 5 this turn. Swing for 5. No responses. Down to 7. So far, so good. We got it. Okay. So he exhausted opponent's ways to respond. That was a decent match against a... I actually don't remember what exactly we played against, but that was a lot of Thoughtseize and Inquisitions, Snapcasters. So that was like in Grixis control or something like that. Okay. 100-handed giant. Seems odd. We're playing against Lurrus. Alright. Llanowar Reborn, Inkmoth, Ancient Stirrings, Ozolith, double Ozolith actually, but we do have the Ravager. I guess we can try to keep it. Gonna have to play the Reborn on turn 1. We're going second. Who knows, we actually might grab a forest so we can play Stirrings turn 1 or the Ozolith. Aether Vial. Okay. A Dark Steel Citadel. We'll pass. Aether Vial in a Lurrus deck. What is that? And a Boros shell? Is that humans? I don't believe humans can play. Okay, that's spirits. It's not spirits. Another Aether Vial. No idea what opponent is playing. I'm not familiar with this list. I would assume it's either humans or... Oh wait, this has gotta be goblins. Do goblins play the Aether Vial? No idea, but I hope not. We got a Blinkmoth Nexus. Let's play the Inkmoth Nexus. Do I want to play the Ravager right now? I don't think so. I'll play the Stirrings and the Ozolith, I guess. We'll stir. Hey, we got a Hangerback Walker. I want to grab that right now. Okay, pass the turn. So you're gonna use that today? Seems like he is. Put in a Giver of Runes. Well, that's interesting. A lot of protection. Still no idea what he's playing against, but his Aether Vials are going to be a 201. He can play actually 3 stuff this turn. He's down to 2 cards. Drawn 1 more. If one of them is a land, he is down to 2 playable stuff. We'll take 2 damage, I'm guessing, next turn. What are we doing next turn? Well, we can play a Hangerback Walker. And we can graft on it. We'll play the Nexus into the Hangerback Walker. Which doesn't feel great unless we have another 1-drop to play. Maybe a Hardened Scales would be awesome. Alright, so we get a counter on a vial, 2 counters on a vial. Sunbaked Canyon, so we got 2 more cards in hand. Smuggler's Copter. And that's it for now. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I don't see a lot of creatures or the win condition yet. So we got some time. Oh, Steel Overseer. Well, welcome. Does it change a lot right now? Do we want to play the Steel Overseer? If we do, and if it doesn't die, could actually run over the game next turn. I think. We're playing the Ravager and Hangerback Walker and then tapping the Steel Overseer to put counters on each. And that means we're going to be tapped out. Well, not next turn. So the turn after that we can play the Throne, the Ozolith. Make a Nexus into a creature and then attack. He doesn't have a blocker, except he has the Smuggler's Copter. That's unfortunate. but it's still going to be a lethal turn after. So, yes. Can we get away with a game? Just be playing Walker right now into Ravager next turn. Inkmoth Nexus? No, not really. So we need more counters. Since he's still at 20. Let's play the Overseer and pass. We need Hardened Scales here. Do we want to graft right now? It's a good question. I don't think I do, but I might. I don't think I do. So no. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that. Play the Blink Moth or the Dark Steel. Blink Moth. Pass the turn. We'll take a little bit more damage next turn. He can play his Lurrus. And he has something else to play from hand. One drop. Which is... Selfless Savior. Definitely not. Well, there is no reason for him to up his Aether Vials. But he still does. He has to play the Lurrus for free. Still has to pay 3 right now and then play Lurrus and gonna attack us with a Smuggler's Copter, which is very nice. Okay. Take that 3. Draw a discard. Remorseful Cleric going in the bin. I'm glad that went in the bin. Happy to get rid of the flyer. An opponent did that for us. So we just took 3. What's Lurrus in hand? Plays it with a Vial at the end of the step, I guess. Okay. Ancient Steerings. Let's play the Citadel. And I think we just keep with the plan by playing the Hangerback Walker. Followed by the Ravager and tapping the Overseer. Yes, I think we do put it on the Hangerback Walker now. Let's play the Ravager. Do I want to tap the Overseer right now? No, I don't think there is a reason to do it right now. We could just pass. So we'll have a 3-3 Walker, 2-2 Ravager. That's not Lurrus, that's something else. Sarah Avenger. You can't cast this spell during your first, second, or third turns of the game. Flying 3-3 for 2, okay. And the Lurrus. Well, flying is annoying. Flying is annoying because you can bring it back with the Lurrus every turn. And Inkmoth Nexus is not going to be able to get through. We do need a Ballista. A Ballista would be game winner right now. And with Starings, I think we can get the Ballista here. I gotta be careful not to go past the end step. There is the crew on a copter. Guess we'll take it. Copter plays nicely with the Lurrus because he can replay it from the graveyard whatever he discards. And I guess that makes sense. Where's my preview screen? That's an excellent question. Vigilance, that's what I didn't see. Okay, I'll take it. Taking 6 here, quite a lot, down to 10. Oh, he's attacking with Lurrus too. Well, that's smart. It's really, really, really smart. And I can't really block it too. Because if I do, my creature is gonna die. So we're not gonna block it. Seal of Fire. 2 damage to any target. If you sacrifice it. Okay. And he sacrificed it right now. Okay. So we'll use the Overseer right now. And we will sack the Overseer to the Ravager. Seems decent. I wish this would be tapped. But unfortunately, it's not. Okay. Well, we are still decent. Nothing. Protection from Colorless. That's ugly. Plays the Remorseful Cleric. Or the Arbiter. The Arbiter. Well, Search is not a look, so that's good. Our turn. A Ravager number 2. Número 2. Let's play the Steering, see if we can find the Ballista. Which is still not quite lethal, I think. Let's try it. So Steerings for 1. There's a Ballista. Quite a lot of targets here. Ballista for sure. Alright, now if we play the Ballista, we up the Walker to 4. 4, 7, 8. 4, 7, 8. 9, 10. 11, 12 counters on the Ozolite, 12 counters goes to Ballista. We should be having lethal right now. I think. He doesn't have any responses to that, so that's a bonus. Let's put a counter on the Walker. And now we can start ravaging this stuff. So let's ravage the Walker. This should be game now, especially with the Ozolite on the field that doubles all the counters that we get from creatures dying. So when the Ravager is gonna die, not only it's gonna modular on the Ballista, it's also gonna modular on the Ozolite too. Okay. So Ozolite is already at 5. Ravager is at 4. Didn't even need the scales, I guess. Now we can ravage the Thopter. And another Thopter. And another Thopter. And another Thopter. Now we ravage ourselves, putting 13 in here and 8 on the ballista. Okay. That doesn't matter at all. You can give protection to it for all I care. So, okay. Let's click the yes, yes, yes. That's also fine. You can give protection for all I care to whoever you want. Let me do the modular thing, please. Oh god, stop that. Can I do the modular? Please, dude? Thank you. There's the modular, and there's the modular nozzle. 13 and 9, that's 22. I didn't even need to sacrifice these to be fair. This is more than enough to kill him. And now all we have to do, not even attack, but just kill him. With kindness. Just waiting for the opponent to realize, yep. Well, I don't think I'm that bad. So far we won every match, so I don't think I'm terrible at it. I take time to think about it, but it's not a bad thing. Okay. Opponent surrenders. People are salty to play against this, and I understand. Let's see if this guy is online. Yes, he is. Let's get another game going. Alright, no lands. Mulligan. Well, one land, but no green, and with 2 green cards, it's kind of bad to keep. Tap land, a Nexus. We got 2 more Nexuses. It's not bad. I want to see eventually the Ravager, but overall it's not bad at all. I think it's worth a keep. And we're gonna drop Blankmoth Nexus, I think. We go in second, so opponent has first to go. Windswept Heath. And a snow-covered forest. Utopia Sprawl. Black. So we're playing against, so far against Golgari. In our turn, we got his Steerings. Just gonna hold on in our hand until we get to play the Ravager on the same turn. Let's play the Inkmoth Nexus, which we'll follow up with the Arcbound Ravager. Or Worker Ravager, I wish. And pass the turn. Heartless Summoning. Okay. That's a ramp. Alright. 2 last to cast. That's gonna be sick. Well, we got a forest, which I don't want to play right now, I think. We can play the Ballista, we can play the Inkmoth Nexus. That is if I want to attack. Let's play the Reborn. We'll play the Ozolith. That's the card for the turn. Go to combat, swing at him for 1. Smack him for 1. Down to 18. There's an Oath on Nissa. That card recently got unbanned in the Pioneer. Citizen Champion, we're playing Enchantments. Ooh. That's sweet. Citizen Champion, which you can play right now, for just a single green. Okay. I'm not gonna graph that, thank you. It's a 0-2, and a Dryad, which is gonna give him a card and a counter. No thank you. Throne of Gath. Let's stir first. Don't see what I want to see. We do have a Mimic though, which can come in handy. Crystalline Giant, not bad here. Darksteel Citadel. An animation module. I think I'm gonna go for the Mimic here. To make sure I play the Mimic into Ballista right now. Although I'm thinking about going to Giant. If I go into Giant, I can potentially play it next turn, which limits me to playing just the Giant, so I guess it's gonna be Mimic. There's a chance we draw another useful construct to play, so there's that. Let's play the Nexus into Mimic. Name and construct. I don't want to craft you, so no. We'll play Ballista for 0. And we will craft the Ballista. We could attack next on this turn and see if he wants to block, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna let him go. Throne of Gath can potentially proliferate next turn, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, not the Utopia Sprawl. We got a counter on the Citizen Champion, and a draw. This could potentially get out of hand really quickly. Second Dryad. This is getting out of hand. On Thin Ice. Taking my Ballista. Don't think there's much I can do, and I don't want to take out the counters, so they're gonna go in the Ozlith. This is actually quite sad. 6. Another Citizen Champion. Gonna be a lot of card draw right now. On Thin Ice number 2. That's a huge refill on his hand. Grabbing the Mimic. I guess that's okay. And Teferius has Bones. Bounce and Ozlith. Makes sense. Jeez. Vista. That's nuts. We got another Ozlith. Yeah, well, that's not going anywhere. Not gonna waste time. Unfortunately, we are gonna lose just to the Citizen Champions here. He has pretty big card draw here. In the sideboard, though, playing the enchantments allows him to ramp a lot. Here, we need to grab the Nature's Claims to make sure we get rid of the annoying enchantments. And we need to play with Dampened Spheres to make sure he doesn't get value out of those Utopia Sprawls. Although we can kill him with Nature's Claim, I would like to have this just in case card. That's gonna help out. Don't care about the graveyard. Veil of Summer, irrelevant in this match. Torpor Orb, not a bad choice, just because when the Dryads come in, it's gonna not trigger these Dozen Champions, but I would rather bring in the Dismembers to make sure I kill this Dozen Champions before they can get out of the hand. What are we dropping? Well, I do want to drop my slow cards. We are on the play. Crystalline Giants doesn't seem like a strong card here. The Mimics are kind of eh. I don't want to play with Module here. So we're gonna take out the Module for now. We'll take out the Steel Overseer and a Mimic. Or we keep the Overseer and drop 2 Mimics. Let's try it this way for now. I want to see how that goes. We essentially have 2 more 1-drops, 3 more 1-drops, 2 more 2-drops. I think it's fine. We gotta be faster than our opponent. We gotta be more reactive. Hopefully we're gonna be able to do both of these things at the same time. And Dampen Sphere and a Nature's Claim. Quite reactive with this hand. I think it's worth to keep this. The only thing I'm missing is a Dismember. But we can definitely do a Forest into Azalith on turn 1. Pass the turn to opponent. Tomb tapped. Seems good. A second Nature's Claim. Let's see, what do I want to play here? A Darksteel into a Ballista? Or a Dampen Sphere? Don't want to give this away for now. I will play the Ballista though. Pass the turn. Double the Tomb, and that's tapped as well. Interesting. Well, we got Steerings, so it's not all that bad. Let's play the Steering, see what we can grab. Maybe like a Ravager or something. A Ballista, a Walker, and a couple of lands. Probably grab the Walker, which I can play right now. And that should be a decent pan out here. Combat swing for 1, pass. Honestly, has a push, which I doubt. So down to 19. Okay, stuck on the green-black. Seems good. We will submit the same list. I didn't really see it play out yet. Opponent was stuck on 2 lands, and both of those were green-black, which was certainly not enough for opponent, I guess. Gotta have at least 1 Dismember and a... not that. That's a lot of lands. I haven't seen that many lands in a long time. Even though I do have Ancient Steerings, it's a very slow hand. 2 Nexi. A single Steerings that we cannot play. An Azalith, Mimic, and a Worker. I guess it's not bad. I'm actually gonna keep this and I'll drop the Steerings on the bottom. We'll start with a Nexus into Azalith. There's a prismatic vista. The only thing I don't like about this hand that we cannot really react to stuff like this. There's a Llanowar Reborn. This could be even better play actually, to just drop the Reborn and go further from there. So we'll just do that and pass. Green-black. Heartless Summonings. And a Valakut. Okay. We got a Hardened Skills. I'm glad I dropped that in. And Command Nexus. We'll play the Hardened Skills. We'll play the... I guess the Arcbound Worker right now. Makes the most sense, I think. Do we want to put the counter on the Arcbound Worker? No. I don't think I do. If I lose the Worker right now, I don't want to lose that extra counter. So green, black, red, Oath of Nissa. Snow Coward Swamp. That's a lot of mana. It's a fairy. I'm glad I didn't put the counter from this to that, because that's a bounce. Not a scary one, an okay one. I got a second worker. Let's play the Nexus number 2. We will play the Mimic now. Saying the construct is going to be our thing. We will not graft, so no. I feel like playing a Walker and an Ozlet, just in the case that we get a counters back. So let's play the Walker for 0, which we will graft in this case. So yes to the graft. Let's play the Ozolith. We'll pass the turn. Next time we can play double Worker and tap the Walker to make it a 6/6. So Tessin Champion. There he goes. So Tessin Champion. Abundant Growth. Where is my Dismember? Well, he's rolling now. Enchantments, huh? So I want to Thin Ice the Mimic. Which I guess is fine, but he has 7 cards in hand. Of course he has another one. Ravager. Not a Ravager. I can't kill Teferi now, if that was relevant at all. Okay, let's play with the skills and play the Arcbound. I guess we'll pass. Could attack with a Walker though. He gets double block. At least I get 4 Thopters that I can then put the counters on them and try to go that way. This is essentially a game we're way behind. He drew an obscene amount of lands, a lot of cards, so it's gonna be inhumanely difficult to win. Still have hope. We'll see. So Nyctus, tap the Nyctus. We got 8 mana now. Primeval Titan, so we're gonna die to the Valakut. Seems good. Maria. Okay, so Valakut triggers. Or not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not yet. Doomwake Giant. Alright, well, that's interesting. It's a nice deck. I like what it does. And there's our bounce. Okay. Bounce is the Ozolith. Attack for 10. Can block here. If I do, I'm dead anyways, so I have to hope that I draw the something. I guess not much is gonna save me here, actually. We'll see. A dampened sphere. No, that doesn't save us anymore. We have to play the Ozolith. And honestly, I have no idea what I can do now. Like, we can attack the Teferi, get rid of Teferi. He probably has another one in hand. You're straight up dead. The Titan is gonna attack. It's gonna do additional 12 damage that's lethal on that turn. And I cannot really attack past what he has. The Atmosphere would be so much better early on. We are dead just for the lands entering. All he has to do is get some mountains. No idea how to win here. Absolutely none. You're just too slow. Tassin champion. Yorion. Okay, that's on the bounce. That's an interesting bounce. So we're gonna see an attack here. Or not. One, two, three, four. That's gonna kill our creatures. And I think if I grab a Ballista somehow, I can actually make it happen. Didn't kill our creatures. Well, Tassin champions. Okay. Because there was only one enchantment. Okay. Seems good. A Blink Moth Nexus. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna cut it. I guess we'll pass again. This Dampen Sphere stops him a little bit, but now he has to Fair that he can bounce the Ozlet with. So that's not really helping at all. Bounces the Sphere, even better. Allows himself to combo off here. Can only set up 2 blockers, and I think we're dead anyways. So that's a good game. He's gonna kill off our creatures. We can set up only 2 blockers here. Not really a way to win. That was a tough match. Very tough. Actually, let's jump into a Pioneer for a little bit, because I did promise that we're gonna play both Modern and Pioneer. So we're gonna switch up the gears for a little bit, play some Pioneer, and just looking if I want to make any changes right now to the list. We did include the Fatal Push as main board last time. I did tweak a little bit the sideboard with the Heroic Interventions in here, dropping the Golgari Charms. And all these lists are updated. Let me switch the Stream Decker. This way you're gonna see that we are playing Pioneer right now. Okay, should be all set right now. So you should see the Pioneer deck list going up. If you don't, just refresh. Let's play a game of Pioneer. Let's play a couple of Pioneer games, and we'll see how it goes. Let's go on a short break while we look for the match. Literally less than a minute. It's getting dark. I gotta turn on the auto lamp so you don't see my whitish mug. So just a short break, and we'll be right back. Alright, and we are back with action, because we have a game going right now. And we're playing first. We got 4 lands. I think that was our lucky number a couple of previous leagues, where we kept the 4-lander and drew another 4 automatically right away in the next 4 draw steps. I will keep this one. No scales, but we do have the Scavenging Ooze just in case, a Nissa and an Experiment 1. It's a nice curve. Especially being on the play. Play with a Forest Experiment 1. Pass the turn. Okay. That's what we draw. Is it a land? It's not a land. Okay, maybe the curse is broken. Who knows? Let's play the Woodland Cemetery. We'll play the other Experiment once. Let's play the Tomb tapped. The Experiment 1 will attack for 1. Hopefully he doesn't have Anger of the Gods. And if he does, hopefully it's not gonna happen in a couple next turns. Alright, so opponent takes 1 down to 19. He's playing red-black. The second Dragon Skull Summit. Could be a Fatal Push, could be a Shock. But it seems like he's passing for now. Balloon Marsh. Could play a Nissa or a Scavenger Ooze right now. I think we'll play the Scavenger Ooze, even though I can't play Nissa. Maybe playing Nissa right now is not a bad idea if he does, as long as he doesn't have the Anger of the Gods, and I'm happy to test it here. Let's play the Nissa, make a plant, and we'll attack for 2. This way we can Skewz next turn and -2 Nissa, and this way if none of our creatures dies, we're gonna have a 3/3 Experiment once. Thieves Guild Enforcer. So we're gonna lose one of the Experiment ones. Okay. Playing a weird flash deck. Or a mill deck, who knows. Not bad. See what else opponent has. Got a Voracious Hydra in the yard. I'm happy to see that, especially since we have a Scavenge Ooze. We can get 2 activations next turn by grabbing his Thieves Guild Enforcer and our Experiment one, I guess. But opponent surrenders. We have too much stuff going on the field. Playing a red-black, probably gonna bring in the Sanctuary and the Ozolets, since he will probably have some removal, and we'll bring in the Thoughtseizes on the draw. What are we gonna drop? I do like to leave the Fatal Pushes in. Definitely he's playing some creatures on the deck that we would like to get rid of. Maybe Voracious Hydra gonna come out in this game. Stonecold Serpents seem like could be a bad idea here. So we'll drop 2 for now while I'm thinking. I do want to leave the Scavenger Oozes in. Still not sure if he's playing with the Graveyard or not. Maybe drop a single push, and we need 2 more. 2 more. I'll bring only 1 Ozolet for now on the draw, and we'll go down to 1 Serpent. Now I'll drop the Hydras and go down to 3 Serpents. There we go. This is a little bit better. Single tap land. That's a mulligan for sure. But that's a little bit better. Not going to complain. We're gonna drop a land on the bottom, which is gonna be a Lano Waste. Done. His turn is first. There's a Blood Crypt untapped, Thoughtseize, or not. Which means I'll play my Shaper Sanctuary unencumbered, and I'm happy about that. Also, no creature turn 1, which means his Fatal Push in hand is not going to do much. Thieves Guild Enforcer. I've seen that card before. There's a Pelt Collector. A happy Scavenger Ooze is looking at us. Okay. In Mountain, and I'm assuming he's gonna pass an attack for 1. Robber of the Rich. It's a Rogue's deck. That's spicy. Really nice. Swing for 3. It's a Rogue's Tribal. He has his own Wine Constrictor. Sweet. So down to 17, 17 to 18. There is a Pelt Collector. Let's play the double Pelt Collector, I guess. We can play the Scavenger Ooze next. Shouldn't be dead before that, hopefully. We can pass here. I wonder if he's gonna get another activation of the Robber of the Ridge. Not activation, but trigger. Since he has definitely more cards than us. He needs to play 2 cards out of his hand now to make sure that he gets the trigger. There's the Temple of Malice. He's gonna scry. And I wonder if he's gonna keep it on top or put it on the bottom. Smart people put it on the bottom. It's on top. Okay, so there is some good stuff on top of his library. I'm not happy with this Shaper's Sanctuary for now. I haven't seen any removal here. A Dreadhorde Butcher, which I can't block, unfortunately. There's an attack for 3. No trigger from the Robber. We'll take it. Okay. Thoughtseize is not a bad thing. Although I do prefer my Scavenger Ooze for that right now. So Woodland Cemetery, a Scavenger Ooze. Hopefully we can deal some damage to him now. So I got an army of 2/2s on the field now. Let's go to combat. Let's swing at him for 4. So it's gonna be 14 to 14. And we will also get a life from Scavenger Ooze. At his end step. Or if he tries to kill the Scavenger Ooze in this case. Still has trouble to trigger the Robber. We put in an aggressive deck, so we're down to 2 cards. He has to play 2 cards, or actually 3 cards, to be able to trigger the Robber of the Ridge. And he's passing to combat, so we'll see an attack. Okay. Seems decent. I will go to blocks, and I will block the Robber with the Scavenger Ooze. And of course, I'll activate the Scoos before the damage resolves. Exiling the Pelt Collector, which will give us life and a token on the Scoos. Or rather, counter. It's not a token, it's a counter. Callaghan's Command. I was expecting something like that. But we do have a trigger from Shaper's Sanctuary, so we will get to draw a card. Which is a Hardened Scales. We get to discard a card. We'll discard the Lateral Waste. Still get the Exile trigger. I'm taking only 2 here. And since we gain a life, it's only 1. Alright. Well, there is a Stone Cold Serpent. That's not bad at all. Let's drop the Scales. We'll drop the Serpent for 2. is going to enter as a 3/3, and we'll get 2 Pelt Collectors, each with a 4. That allows us to attack for 8 this turn, hopefully bringing him closer to lethal next turn. So let's go ahead and attack him for 8. Show him our aggressive side. Takes an 8, so far so good. Could take a lot of damage here, so gotta be careful about that. Serpent is protected from another Colonist command though. If he wanted to destroy an artifact. Alright, so in order to activate his, to trigger his Robbery Witch, he has to play 2 cards. 3 cards this turn. There is a Glintsleeve Siphoner, a fantastic card. We're gonna mill, which is gonna turn the Thieves Guild Enforcer into a 3/2. Enforcer is a great card in this specific rogue tribal list. Oh, it's supposed to be 8 cards, so not yet. We're close, we are at 7, we need 1 more card in the yard, and his Thieves Guild Enforcer is going to be a 3/2. For now it's a 1/1. Not sure if he's going to attack, he's pretty low on a life right now. So I don't think we're going to see attacks here. So that's just a pass. And that's just a Blooming Marsh. Well, let's see what he has first before we start attacking. So let's Thoughtseize. Light up the stage and then Dreadhorde Butcher. Okay, so that now becomes quite interesting, because if I decide to attack here, he has to protect his life total, so he definitely is going to block with something. And I'm assuming he's going to block the Pelt Collector here, potentially with the Butcher and 1 other creature, and then he still has to block another one. So we're going to see 3 creatures block, 1 more left behind, which is probably going to be a 3/2, which means we're losing everything. He's losing 3 creatures. I think I want to get rid of the light of the stage here. We'll play the Marsh and we'll pass. If we get the Walking Ballista next turn, that's going to be super nice. The fact that he went first is the reason why this has lasted for so long, otherwise he would be dead by now with these specific hands. Alright, so we're gonna see a Dreadhorde Butcher. No, it's something else. Rankle. Rankle Crankle. Fatal Push in the bin. Is he gonna attack? That's the real question. So attack with a Rankle and a Dreadhorde Butcher. And a Glintsleeve Siphoner. Well, could block the Rankle here. And we quite don't have lethal yet. We'll be able to do only 4 damage to him, down to 2. Which is not great. Don't want him to make me sack creatures. That would be quite unfortunate. And him sacking the Dreadhorde Butcher means he's gonna kill one of my Pallet Collectors here. So I think I want to block. I'll lose my Serpent, but I'll have 2 more on the field. Whereas if I don't block at all, that's gonna be 6, 7, 8. And then 4 in the face. I definitely have to block like this. Okay. We have to do this, otherwise we're dead. Alright. Give me something good. A Voracious Hydra. That's good. That's gonna be game. For sure. This is game. That draw just won us the whole game. All we have to do now is attack for 8 and ping him for the other 2. That was a lucky draw. But if I drew a Stonecold Serpent or a Voracious Hydra, it would still be a game, nevertheless. So there's that. Let's play one more. Still unsure if I want to play the Pioneer League tomorrow or the Modern League, or if we just want to practice Modern more. Because I definitely need to see more archetypes being played against us, more competitive decks, and to figure out my play of action and my sideboarding. And I think it's too early to bring that deck into a league. I need to learn exactly how to play that deck. Pioneer, though, is a different story. We can for sure play Pioneer, and then on Sunday we can do more Modern. I think we're gonna do Pioneer tomorrow. Yeah, Pioneer is the better option. So as a reminder, whoever is watching right now, and whoever will be watching later on YouTube, I am giving away a promo code for Magic Arena. And this promo code is going to include 5 Core Set 2021 boosters. This is essentially a promo code from the pre-release pack, and I have an extra one, so I decided to give it away. You can only use one per account, so if you already used your pre-release code, you're not going to be able to use this one. And all you have to do to get this code is to... You just have to comment on a video on YouTube, any of the videos that you can find under Silent Kill channel. And I'll see that comment, I'll enter you into a giveaway. And the giveaway is going to happen on Sunday. And if you want the details in a written form, if you're not listening to me while watching, you can always use the command giveaway. And that will bring the whole information from the Nightbot that tells you exactly about the giveaway, except it's not during stream. It will happen on Sunday. Going first. Very nice. A Tapland. Not a happy Tapland. I'll still keep. I'm happy to play a Pallet Collector turn 1, a Pallet Collector turn 2, and opponent is mulligan down to 5. That's an aggressive mulliganing. Probably playing Lotus Breach. I think I remember this guy from before. Anyway, Blooming Marsh, Pallet Collector. We say go. Next turn we'll play a Woodland Cemetery and a Cult Collector. Playing Sultai. There's a Narcomoeba, so opponent's gonna have some blockers on right now. Driven Despair and a Haunted Bed. Okay. Please be land. Let's walk in Ballista. Let's play this Cemetery. We'll play the Cult Collector number 2. Which allows us to play Stonecold Serpent next turn for 2. And a turn after that we can follow up with an Avatar. Or Ballista. There's a Yavimaya Coast. Gather the pack. So you grab the Satyr, and it seems like it's going to be out of turn. No attacks. Okay. There's the land that we wanted so much. Happy to grab that. Well, I could play Rishkar now. Frankly, Rishkar is a much better choice here, allowing us to attack for 3. But I would like to play Rishkar with a Ballista, so we'll play the Stonecold Serpent for 3 and not attack, I guess. Or we could attack for 4. Even if one of them dies, he gets the trigger from a supplier. Should be slightly ahead. There's that double block. Down to 17. Okay. Narcomoeba. She's back. A Stitcher's Supplier. And I'm assuming a Satyr Wayfinder. There's a Prized Amalgam. Although the Narcomoeba didn't enter this turn. It entered the last turn. There's a Satyr. There's a Narcomoeba number 2. And a Creep Control. What a turn. Honestly, I only see like a couple lands. Everything else is gas. Complete gas. Double Amalgam. That's crazy. So good. Okay. No attacks. And our turn. I think we need a land. Or 2. Fatal Push. Fatal Push. Not bad. That actually allows me to attack here and make sure that my creatures stay alive. Hopefully. Let's play the Avatar, I guess. Show him the aggressive side of our deck. We can attack for 3 and 3. So 6 coming in. Let's see if he wants to block. There's that triple block. Very nice. Yeah, that's fine. Let's push the Satyr. Alrighty. And that's gonna resolve. Put him down to 15. Gets to mill 4 more, and he gets a Scrap Heap Scrounger. You have a decent blocker on the field. Not really worried yet. I would like a land to play Ballista for 4. Alright, Trample. Trample. And a Despair. Cannot block. Gets to draw 3 cards. Insane. Can we kill him next turn? I wonder if we can. Trigger, 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 trigger. Gotta discard everything. We're gonna be in a top deck mode. Nothing I can do about that. We can deal 11 damage to him. So I don't even know what we need in order to save ourselves the win. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't know why it's still up here. He already played that. We were really close, but still far. And that's not making it closer. That would be nice before. Turn 1. Three, 6, 7. 7. This doesn't have haste. He mills one of the creeping chills, we're dead. We attack for 8, bring him down to 6. He has another Driven Despair. That means he's gonna have to use his mana again. Ridley Salvage. There's the Creeping Chill I was talking about. I would be dead right now if I didn't leave a blocker up. I'm glad I left the Stonecold Serpent up. That would be lethal right there. Unless he has a kill spell or something. How many Creeping Chills has it been so far? 2? That's not a lot. Forest Satyr Wayfinder. Seems good. There's the Despair. Despair cost it though. Guess it doesn't matter. I should have left 2 if I wanted to survive. But Despair is actually gonna do it, because I forgot that he doesn't have to play 2. Despair is the one in the graveyard that you play from the graveyard, so that should be lethal for him right now because he has Menace and I cannot really block him. Yeah. Cannot block that. Illegal block. Alright, so we're gonna have to take that. We go to sideboard. Where are my Soul Guide Lanterns? Gonna be a hard time for him to win now. Absolutely awful for him to win now. I don't need to bring anything else. Just gonna shut him down the way it is. Hydras can go here, I think. Everything else can stay. I'm ready. Anytime you are. It's gonna be great. We're gonna see our hand, we're gonna see a Scavenging Ooze, a Lantern. She's gonna be shut down. Not quite what I wanted to see. Well, there is a chance to mulligan here. There is a chance to just keep it. because we can win just by brute force, since we're going first. And the lands are really nice here as well. So Tomb, Collector, turn 2, we play Stone Coil with a Woodland Cemetery, and a Ballista after that. This could pan out good. Plays nothing. Real nice. There's a second Stone Cold Serpent. Let's play the first one. For 2. We can play the second one next turn for 3. We will get some damage through right now. Push. Please don't do it. Serpent. Alright. Well, we can attack for 1. For 2. Never mind, we still got a count. For 2. That was a weird kill. We wouldn't have gotten a counter unless Pelt Collector had this ability, and because the creature with the power 2 or more left the field. Otherwise, the trigger from the Evolve, or whatever the Pelt Collector has, similar ability, would not give us a counter since the creature left, and when the ability resolves, it checks for the power. And the power at that time would be 0 since there is no creature. Now, we got 2 Pain Lands. I'm happy to see that. Nothing built so far. We got a Blooming Marsh. Also happy to see that too. We'll play our third Stone Cold Serpent. Second for 3 event. We can play Ballista for 2 next. Nice. That's gonna be attack for 3. Unless he wants to kill it. I really hope that he doesn't kill them, because I want to get my avatar on the field. That's a Grizzly Salvage. Grizzly Salvage is okay. There's a Creep and Chill. That's not okay. But that just means he stays at 15, we go down to 15. Narcomoeba is annoying. Grabs the Stitcher Supplier in a hand. So he's gonna have a couple of blockers there. We need to get a Lantern. A Lantern after we kill his Stitcher Supplier would be just awesome. Alright, we can pass here. A Ballista can kill one of the creatures before he even gets to block it. Drown in Filth. Nasty card in this deck. What a lucky play. At 4 lands. Okay. And we got another Narcomoeba to fight against. There's another land. No image. There's the image. No attacks, and it's our turn. There's a Forest. I do feel like playing a Ballista right now for 1. But at the same time, right now I want to attack. See exactly what's gonna happen. No blocks. Let's play Ballista for 2. We'll pass. One is at 10. A lot of Pain Lands, he's gonna keep losing life. He needs the green, black. There's the 2 life, and there's a Grizzly Salvage. Onto that. Another Narcomoeba. There's a Divest. Link to Dust. So many Narcomoebas. Okay. Pelt Collector. Cool. Very, very nice. Let's play the Pelt Collector. Avatar, I'm not gonna pump the Ballista yet. So, 1, 2. This is great. Combat. Let's attack for 3. He decides to triple block, we'll just kill one of them with Ballista. No blocks. Okay, down to 5. Pass the turn. Has to kill Ballista next turn, otherwise we're gonna be pumping it. And it's gonna be a 3/3 Ballista. Ability to kill 3 creatures there. There's a Stitcher Supplier. He really wants to get his fix of the Creeper and Chills, but unfortunately those are not coming in. And this is a good game from opponent. Let's sideboard for the game 3. Game 3 being on the draw. Honestly, we just gotta keep it the same way. All I have to get here is really the graveyard control. Doesn't say what's from the Creep and Chills, but it does. Or does it? Can I remove the Creep and Chill from a graveyard when the trigger is on a stack? Not sure about that. So we got a Scavenging Ooze, we got a Soul Guide Lantern, and a Fatal Push, but we only have a Forest. It's that kind of hand that I like to monopolize with, just because of the Soul Guide Lantern. There could be some value on this hand. Nice. There's a Prize Amalgam that I would like to remove with a Soul Guide Lantern right now, so I'm happy to do that. Another Fatal Push. Let's play Soul Guide Lantern. Prized Amalgam. Pass the turn. I hope we draw another land. And we need a black source as soon as possible. Divest. Good luck. Probably gonna grab the Scavenging Ooze. It's the most logical choice here. Take 1. So we're down to 19 already. There's a land. Very, very nice. Let's play the Constrictor. Hopefully the opponent regrets taking the Ooze and not something else now. This could be a quick win now. All I need is a Belt Collector. I don't even care about more lands. Silver Smut Ghoul. Well, that's gonna get exiled for sure. Say bye-bye to it. Really soon. No attacks. Okay. Our turn. There's a land. I want to play the Walking Ballista here, I think. Killing the Ghoul here is something I want to do. So let's kill that right now. That allows us to attack. And I doubt he's gonna block. Or we can just push this. No, we can't. If we wanted to do that, I should have tapped differently. So get this on the field. It's a 2-2, still pretty good. Let's attack for 2. No blocks. You get to pass it to him. Alright, he has 3 cards on his 4 cards on his hand. Now it's a 3. Let's see what he has. A Creep and Chill. A hard cast Creep and Chill. Nice. That must hurt. The Soul Guide Lantern is doing its job, I think. Which is why he's not gonna attack and just gonna keep the blocks here. Okay. He's forcing my hand here, because he wants me to use this, but we wouldn't. Because I would just keep this on the field to up my Ballista, kill it, hopefully we draw a land, of course, next turn. If not, we can always shoot this with the Ballista, push that, or the other way around, doesn't matter. And we can attack freely. Soul Guide Lantern has a whole graveyard, and he's stuck with 2 cards. That's essentially it. So, that was a good game. That was a Sultai. Sultai Delirium. Okay, I think that's a good enough raid for today between the Pioneer and the Modern list. I'm really excited to play Modern. It's a very nice deck. Absolutely awesome deck. And it has a lot of potential. I can see us play a League in Modern with this deck very soon. And I can see it do a lot of results. I need to get used to all the triggers and actually counting this stuff correctly. And I need to actually learn the archetypes that are in the meta right now. Which shouldn't take that long, but it's definitely going to take a couple streams. So we'll see. Tomorrow, still going to keep it on the hanging edge. I'm not really sure if we want to play a Pioneer League or Modern League, or if we're just going to practice with Modern. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Be on the lookout on Twitter. I'm going to post the update there. And don't forget about the giveaway. I really want to get rid of this code. And I'm happy to give it away here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 o'clock, just like today. Take care and thank you very much for watching. See you guys.